Stampers, it's Gigi with Stampin'UP, and today I have this cute little treat bag. Isn't he adorable? And he's a shaker too, so it even makes it extra special for those treats that you're going to put inside there. I actually started off with this one, and I made it with the cool treats. It has all these wonderful ice cream stamps in it and everything, and it has framelits to match, so you can buy it by the bundle and save 10%. But I started doing this because it looked real festive, but then I decided, well, I still had another half of this sheet left, so I flipped it over inside out, and then I just got this in, the Yummy and the Tummy cute set, and I thought, well, let me use him and make that for my video today. So this is one idea for you, but I'm not going to be making that today. You can go to my blog and I'll have a tutorial on how to make that. But today we're going to make him because he's so cute. And the paper that I'm using today is called Party Animal designer paper, and it's just really bright. I love all the colors in it. It has a lot of that Emerald Envy, and we're going to be using that also. We're going to use our layering circle framelits, and today I'm going to be using this one for the hugs, for the outline in the emeralds, and then I'm going to be using the smaller circle for the hugs. So go ahead and take that out, and I'm going to need a little 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 square piece of a window sheet, and just a scrap white and a scrap emerald green cardstock for our tag that we're going to do here. I'm also going to be using this great ribbon that's in our Occasions catalog. It's Emerald Envy. It's really nice and thin, has a little white border on it, and that's going to be what is going to come out of our little saying here that says hugs. We're going to be using our black Memento ink and also our Emerald Envy ink. And then for the cute little shakers inside of his stomach or his little tummy, we're going to be using Sprinkles embellishments. These are just so great. They have mint macaron in there and some calypso coral and different colors that just goes really cute with this set. And this paper is all one sheet of designer series paper. And I'll show you. One side is this side, and one side is this side with all the numbers on it. And I thought that's cute for a birthday to have all the numbers on the little bag. So this is what's great about Stampin' Up's designer paper. You get 2 for the bang for your buck, and you get plenty of ideas that you can do. So what I did was I made my bag on this side, and then on the inside, you can see a little hint of it showing. That's what I stamped my little guy on that side of the paper. So let's show you what I did. Let's get our big shot. And I'm using the mini treat bag framelits. So I'm going to start over here and run this one first. Then I'll come back and run the second part of the bag. It's just easier for me. And then we're going to take the smaller side that comes, because you have 2 parts to this bag. I'm just going to put it back in. Let's do it that way. Okay. And even after you punch this side out, you're still going to have a little piece here that you could still use for some other project. So I'm just going to fold on my score lines. Okay, I've got this one, a score there, and a score at the bottom. This is really easy to put together. I'm going to take my silicone sheet, just because I don't like to get my glue everywhere, and let's see. You want to have these on the same side coming up. So this is going to be this side of the bag. And we're just going to line up down here where that score line is and up here. And I'm going to use Fast Fuse. You can use your tear and tape or any of your strong adhesives to put it together. And if anything overlaps, just bring it back in so it doesn't stick on the inside of your bag. And again, I'm just going to line up my bottom score line and then my top. Okay, and then you're just going to bring it around the back And we're going to put a little more of our glue right here. Let's bring that in again. Match up our back, and then a little bit at the bottom, and your bag's made. I love these bags. They're so easy to put together, and you have a quick treat whenever you need them. So that's all you need to do for the outside of the bag. Now, what I did do with a piece of this is I just cut a small square for the back of my window, because I thought it would be kind of cute when you look at him to see the back of this, even though that's not really there, but I'll show you in a minute what I mean. So we're going to take the right side of the bag, the polka dotted part, and we're going to stamp our little monster, and he's going to be in the black memento. So I'm just going to take this piece here and I'm going to ink him up. And when he's a big stamp, I like to ink it from the back so I can make sure I have good coverage. All right, and then we're just gonna stamp him. And then I did use my little paper snips and I fussy cut him out. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've just cut him out around the corners. I didn't really do anything fancy. I just kind of cut it. And I did kind of cut his claws off just because I wanted my little monster to be a friendly guy and I didn't want his claws out. So that's just me. You do what you want. I'm going to take a little pencil and just mark a little dot right in the center there. And I'm going to take my 1.5 inch circle punch, and you could take a framelit if you want. And I'm just going to kind of match up as best I can to the center, and I'm going to punch that out. And that's going to be his tummy. So, and again, it doesn't have to be exact. It's handmade. So let's get our window sheet. And I'm just going to take a few glue dots and we're going to cover over that square. Yeah, that'll fit pretty good. So I'm just going to do the 4 corners with glue dots. And one there. And just put that right over the back. Okay. And then we're going to take these nice adhesive foam strips. These are fantastic. They're in our catalog and they're great for shaker cards. So take a look and I'll have them on my instructions of what the item number is so you'll know. And I just kind of fold it around. Just keep bringing it around the outside of the circle. You don't want it to show in your window frame. So you're just going to bring it around as far as you can. And then I have another little piece that I'm just going to make sure that there's no gap so that our sequins don't come out. You want to make sure that's all closed in real well like that. And then I'm going to take these cute little sprinkles and just put a few in there. You don't want to put too many because then you don't ever see what's in the back of him. So I'd say about that many should be good. And then I'm going to take that piece that I told you about, oops, and I'm just going to put that down on the back to hold in all of my sequins. So I'm going to take the adhesive off carefully, not to get it on my sequins, because if you do, your sequins are going to stick to it. And let me get this one other piece over here. Okay. And then I'm just going to put that piece, there goes some of my sequins, hold on, I'll get them all back in there. So when you turn it around, you've got the cute shaker, and when you get your bag, it's going to look like it's actually being seen through, but it's really not. So we're going to take him, and I'm going to actually put him more down here so I have room for my saying. So I'm going to add some more dimensionals. Put one down there, and maybe on his hands. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of snail across the back of that and keep that flat. Let's go ahead and add him. Cute. Look how cute he is. Okay, then we're going to just stamp our little saying, so let's put him aside. We're going to use the hugs. And I'm going to get the Big Shot back out. And so we're going to take our hugs with our circle framelit, just kind of even that up. And then we're going to take our scalloped on our piece of Emerald Envy. Let's just get that up there so you can see it. And then just running them through at the same time. Okay. All right, we can punch that out. And our hugs. And on this one, what I did was I put a couple of these dimensionals on the back. And then I took my ribbon, and just enough that I thought it would kind of stick out the side. Let's get a little bit more. Okay, so it really doesn't take much of your ribbon. And I'm just going to lay it coming out the side and stick that into, well, helps if I take the back off, stick that into my glue dots like that, so they just kind of come out on a side. Now I am still sticky, and then I'm just going to stick this right onto my circle scallop and add another glue dot, a dimensional onto the back of that. And then I'm going to add it onto my bag, just like that. Isn't that cute? And now he's all ready for a treat. And I just love this little guy. He's adorable. And there's another little monster that comes with him. It's this little guy. He's adorable. He could be holding a banner. All kinds of things I can see for him too. You could also put the saying "yummy in my tummy" in the middle of the bag if you wanted to. I just chose to do hugs, because then I can give it to any age level, and it's still cute and adorable. So those are my ideas for today. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you need any of these supplies, I'd love to be your demonstrator. And just contact me at stampfanatics.com. And there's another idea for you. If you have the cool treats, there's another idea for you too. Thank you and have a great day.